This bill, which was introduced yesterday, is in fact an amendment to the earlier bill, Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Act 2024, which was also brought by this government, and not only brought, it was perhaps the first of its kind in the history of independent India. The earlier bill and the amendment today are, in a way, a reaffirmation of this government's deep commitment to safeguard the welfare of the students and the youth of this country. And at the same time, it is also a reiteration of Prime Minister Modi ji's resolve not to allow anyone to compromise with the future of the children of Mother India. And therefore, this bill can be described in a way as a milestone legislation in the history of Indian Parliament. अब ये जो एग्जामिनेशंस को लेकर के तरह तरह की वारदातें होती रही या पेपर लीक भी होता रहा, ये केवल किसी एक प्रदेश या एक प्रांत तक सीमित नहीं रहा। ऐसा पहले भी होता था। अलग अलग पार्टियों की सरकारें रही, अलग अलग प्रदेश रहे। सूची लंबी है, लेकिन केवल याददाश्त ताज़ा करवाने के लिए कुछ एक ऐसे वारदात जो बहुत ज़्यादा समाचार सुर्खियों में रहे। 2019 में रेलवे रिक्रूटमेंट बोर्ड का एग्जामिनेशन, वो भी इन्हीं कारणों से, लेकिन शायद उस समय उस तरह की कार्रवाई नहीं की गई जिस तरह की अब प्रस्तावित की जा रही है। 2011 में ऑल इंडिया इंजीनियरिंग एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन 2009 में हो गया। 2012 में 2009 में रेलवे रिक्रूटमेंट बोर्ड, 2011 में वेणुगोपाल जी, by changing figures or digits, you cannot change the record. So it is on record 2009 Railway Recruitment Board. 2011, I'll go on and on, the list is very long then. 2011 All India Engineering Entrance Examination. 2012 AIMS New Delhi Entrance Paper Leak. 2013 Maharashtra Secondary Certificate Examination. So, if I go on and on, then I will not be able to talk about the bill as such. But the list is okay. 2010. Okay, if that satisfies. Oh, if that satisfies you, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. 2010 B.Ed Entrance Examination, Uttar Pradesh. 2012. Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission. I can go on till you are satiated. 2009 West Bengal Joint Entrance Exam. So therefore, it was realized by this government that we need to have an exclusive legislation. उसी पर आ रहे हैं। I am following a chronology. Unfortunately, the chronology starts from the earlier times. और इसलिए ये सोचा गया कि ओवरऑल पब्लिक एग्जामिनेशंस को लेकर के एक व्यापक सामूहिक व्यवस्था विधेयक लाया जाए। भारत सरकार में 4 प्रमुख रिक्रूटमेंट एजेंसीज हैं, जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं, यूपीएससी, स्टाफ सिलेक्शन कमीशन, रेलवे रिक्रूटमेंट बोर्ड और इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ बैंकिंग पर्सोनल। और इसी तरह से हायर एजुकेशन एडमिशन्स के लिए नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी, उसका गठन भी 2017 में किया गया था इसी सरकार द्वारा। अब आप कह रहे हैं कि डेट्स क्यों बता रहा है, वो इसलिए कि 2092 में 1992 first time there was a recommendation made to the government of India, then headed by the Congress party, that there should be a common testing national agency. It was 1992. Then in 2010, during UPA rule, there was again a committee which suggested, I don't know why this was not given due consideration, for whatever reasons and for whatever interests. So I think you must compliment Prime Minister Modi and this government. It has finished an unfinished task which you should have accomplished. और इसलिए for the first time in 2024 this bill was brought in. It was brought in the month of January 2024, enacted in February 2024, implemented in June 24 and notified also in the same month. अब इस विधेयक के जो मूल उद्देश्य थे और बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, to give more credibility and transparency to examination in whatever form, to reassure the students that they would be rewarded for their genuine, sincere efforts, and also to ensure that their future is safe. और इससे पहले, जैसे मैंने कहा, there was no comprehensive law available to deal with such cases. इस बिल को और ये जो एक्ट लाया गया 2024 को, it was made, as I said, it was applicable to all these agencies that I have just now mentioned. It was made not bailable, non-compoundable. Such offences were made absolutely cognizable and also liable to invite stringent punishment. अब उस बिल की डिटेल में मैं नहीं जाऊंगा क्योंकि अभी उत्तर देने के समय भी रहेगा, लेकिन आप इस बात से तो सहमत होंगे कि हालिया जो घटनाक्रम रहा है उसका संज्ञान लेते हुए प्रधानमंत्री स्वयं ने ये निर्णय लिया कि हमें इसी विधेयक को थोड़ा और मजबूत करने की आवश्यकता. So we learned from the experience of the 2024 Act and the subsequent sequence of events, like any responsible government should do. And therefore, this amendment is being brought in to make the law more stringent, and to ensure speedy justice, so that the credibility of all these exams gets enhanced and gets reinstated. Mota isme, because then we have others to speak, and finally I'll come out with the reply. जो subsection 1 of section 10 था, उसमें था कि any person or persons involved will be liable to a punishment not less than 3 to 5 years and a fine up to 10 lakh. आज ये जो अमेंडमेंट लाया जा रहा है, इसके तहत the same duration of imprisonment has been made not less than 5 to 10 years and fine up to 50 lakh. The section 2 of subsection 2 of section 10, इसमें था कि service provider. Now who is service provider? Service provider also we have tried to cover a wide range so that nobody goes scot-free. I'll just read out the definition of service provider which has been provided in this amendment. Service provider means any agency, any organization, any body, any association of persons, any business entity, any company, any partnership or single proprietorship firm, including its associates, subcontractors and provider of support of any computer resource or any material by whatever name it may be called, which is engaged by the Public Examination Authority for the conduct of public examination. तो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर के लिए सजा पहले भी काफी मजबूत थी. देयर वाज फाइन अप टू 1 करोड़ इन द 24 एक्ट, उसको बढ़ा करके अब 5 करोड़ किया जा रहा है. इसके साथ साथ द रिकवरी ऑफ द प्रोपोर्शनल कॉस्ट ऑफ एग्जाम, और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण कि 2024 के कानून में ये भी लिखित था कि द प्रोवाइडर विल बी बार्ड फ्रॉम conducting any exam for the
आप देख रहे हैं लाइव न्यूज 99, राष्ट्र सबसे पहले.